2,
Well,
1.
we're live
Let
now.
it rip.
Oh, great start. Great start. Right. Just a quick test.
Quickie.
Does YouTube say I'm live? Does it acknowledge that I'm live? Am I live, YouTube? Oh, yes, I am, apparently. Test. All right, cool. I think we're all good.
Good to go.
Right. Hello, welcome to DillonCOYS. This is the first live stream branded as DillonCOYS. Kind of testing the waters here today. We've got quite a bit to go through because there's been, just more and more news unpacking throughout the week, and it just seems to be getting crazier and crazier. Don't know where to start. I'm today with a very special guest, C-Dad, or my dad.
I am super special.
Aren't we all? We are all special. There we go. There's the banner. We're professional around here. We are professional around here. Right. Okay. First of all, I'd like to say rest in peace to Diogo Jota. Really devastating news to come out from the other night.
Commiserations to his family, huh?
Yeah, and the club. And yeah, his family. I mean, he only got married the other week. Could you imagine? Genuinely.
Tragic. It's very tragic.
Absolutely tragic. But yeah, that's life. Anything can happen. But we will move on. Move on to the start. Right. Where do we start? So there's so much. There is so much to start off with. We can start off with some transfer rumours that have been going on with Tottenham. Mainly one that I did talk about the other day in a video, and that is Mohamed Kudus from West Ham. I would just like to point out West Ham fans are absolutely livid on Twitter about these links. They are not happy at all. I mean, the last time a Spurs player joined from West Ham was 2011. Nice cut, mate. It's been censored. It's been censored.
It's been censored, bro.
It was 2011. That was Scott Parker. That was a
Was
long
that the
time
last
ago.
one from
That
West
was
Ham?
the last West Ham player to join Spurs.
All right.
Very bloody long time ago.
I know we got Defoe from them, didn't we? And Michael Carrick.
Yes.
Was that even before then?
Yes.
That's how you know I'm old.
I can't say I remember them joining Spurs, but I do remember Defoe being the first ever Spurs player I watched score a goal in person. I remember that. I will never forget that because I was absolutely terrified hearing the home fans shout, scream, whatever. It genuinely terrified me. Literally, it was 2012, so I would have been about. Hang on, I might get a bit of feedback here. One moment. No, never mind. I would have been about 6, 7 years old.
Yeah.
Which, I mean, again, I remember it very well. We conceded first, actually, from a penalty that I think it was Ryan Nelson gave away. But that's a name I haven't heard in a while. Ryan Nelson.
Yeah.
Bale was playing that game. Watched Bale play. It's crazy. But yeah, anyway, getting off topic a bit. But
we are.
That's what happened. That's what happens when I talk to football. I just go completely off topic.
Where do you think? I mean, Spurs have released 3 players so far: Whiteman, Forster, and Reguilon. And obviously, Werner's gone back to Leipzig. Where do you think we need to strengthen?
Well, I mean, we've already made our first signings permanent. I mean, we signed Tell on loan from Bayern Munich in January, and when we announced that all the players leaving on a free that you just mentioned and Werner, they didn't mention Tell, so that gave the little green light they were signing. So I think the left wing, the forwards really is
Tell
the best place to start. Yeah, he can play left wing. So again, with Son only got about a year left in his contract, and Tell's only like 20 years old. I still do think we need to strengthen around the forward areas. Because I mean, who else have we got?
What, the left? Ben
Other
Davies.
than like
He's got it covered, mate.
Ben Davies will only stay for one more season. Same with Son, if he does.
Yeah, I mean, where we needed to strengthen last season was definitely in defence, because once Van der Ven and Romero were injured, there wasn't really anyone who could cover them.
I think that's why we signed Danso, who's now permanent. Cooney, welcome to the stream. Nice to see you join. Cooney has said, "Do you guys still have Udogi?" We do. I think he's missed quite a bit.
We call him Udogi style.
Udoggy dog. I think that's what Expressions called him or something like that.
Yeah,
no, we have. I think he did miss quite a chunk of the season due to injury. Again, he was one of the victims of the injury crisis last season. Our defense took a massive hit. Bin him. I don't know about bin him. I think he's all right. I don't have a problem with Udogi.
I love Udogi.
I love Udogi.
Yeah, well, we're going to keep him.
He said every time I've seen him play live, he was terrible. Injury saved him more from failure. We've been terrible all season. To be fair, no one's been good. So it's been a tough one for everyone.
I think it'll be fine now that the tactics will have changed, and Thomas Frank will have Spurs playing proper football as opposed to schoolboy football, pants formation, running up the pitch and everyone having a shot. I think he'll. I think our squad is really good, to be perfectly frank. I don't think we need much strengthening anywhere, as long as the players can stay fit. I mean, we've been linked, like you said, the West Ham fans have been upset because of Kudus, but then we've also been linked to Jack Grealish. But
I don't think that's going to happen.
Yeah,
I think he'd be all right. I think he might not be a bad fit, especially at left wing where we do need to strengthen. But I don't know if Jack Grealish would be the answer. I don't know.
On the left, we've got Odebert, Tell, Mana Solomon, and Son. So
I don't know if Solomon's going to stay either.
Well, he's back in.
He did well in the Championship last season for Leeds. He had a great season.
Became another Spurs player who won a trophy.
Well, it doesn't matter now, does it? I mean,
no, we've won one now.
I'll say this about Udogi to finalise it. I think again with Davies probably going to leave because I think he's extended his contract for a further season. Udogi's going to need some competition at the back. So we definitely need to strengthen at the back again. Also, possibly with Romero leaving. There's been rumours about it, especially after Postecoglou left, and there was talks about people not being very happy about it, Spurs players not being happy about it. But we're just going to have to see how Thomas Frank deals with all the players now, because that's his next job. I don't think he's done it yet. He needs to meet all the players and just sort of sort out where to go from here, which is why we haven't. I don't think we've been active in the transfer market. And bear in mind, it's July now, to be fair.
I just think we've got a good enough squad all over. There's quality everywhere. If the players can stay fit, even like Richarlison, people take the piss out of him. But if he stays fit and plays in his best role, he puts the ball in the net.
Yeah, and again with Frank, I mean, maybe Frank could get the best out of him. I would love him to, but there was also talks of Richarlison potentially going to Saudi or back to Everton.
Saudi would be good because Spurs would get a payday.
Yeah,
Son as well. Like if Son goes to Turkey or Saudi, Spurs will get a payday, and we'll have the money to replace them. I love Son, but for me, I feel like it's mission accomplished. Was he been at Spurs for 9-10 years? And finally, he helped Spurs win a trophy. That's it. Like he should leave now. Legend.
Ending, isn't it?
Huh?
It would be the fairy tale ending. Cody said a couple minutes ago, missed it. Apologies. Frank will sort it out until he gets levied. Yeah, I mean, I think the average manager length stay at Spurs is like 2 years, 2 seasons, something stupid.
Or less. It's very, very rare. I think it's only like 3 or 4 managers have managed to stay 2 years at Spurs, and you got Redknapp, Pochettino. I can't remember the other one, but it's really, really rare that anyone lasts a full 2 years.
Yeah, I mean, even when, yeah.
But,
I mean,
I think our squad's great. Obviously, the people in there know what needs to be done. The coaches. We've got good goalies. Defense has been strengthened. We've bought that Japanese lad who's supposed to be pretty good. He's going straight.
Yeah, I think the thing is, though, this is the thing that a lot of people are unhappy about is that we're always going for potentials. We're not going for the experienced players that we need. And the thing is, with Kota Takai coming in, he's just going to be sent straight back onto loan.
You think?
Yeah. Oh, he's going to. Yeah, of course he is. Absolutely. I mean, I think I watched the video a few days ago of Alistair Gold, a Spurs journalist, talking to, I think it was a Japanese journalist over there who knows quite a bit, and they were saying basically usually when players from the J League move abroad, they usually don't jump straight to the Premier League. They usually work their way up. So this is going to be massive for him, especially at his age. He might have to.
I thought he was from Feyenoord.
Kota Takai. No, he plays in the J League.
Who this Takai?
Yeah.
I thought he came from Feyenoord.
No, he's straight from the J League. He plays for Kawasaki Frontale. Said that right. He's. I think some of the stuff he's been praised for is his height and physicality, but apparently he can fall around a lot. But he's quite eager. He's quite eager to get stuck in. Well, I mean, that's what you want in a centre back. You do want a bit of a no-nonsense centre back sometimes.
Do you think Dragutin will stay?
That's a good point. I kind of forgot about him. I remember after he got his injuries, he just sort of disappeared. He's had a tough season, really tough season. I mean, everyone has. Whether he will be good enough for a backup, I don't know. I really don't know. And maybe this is something we can do with the keep loan sell. Maybe loaning him. I don't know. It might be worth sending him out on loan. But to be fair, if you send a player like that out on loan, you're pretty much just saying you're done.
Really?
Well, it tends to happen. It does tend to happen.
Regulon as well. I think that happened to
him.
Yeah.
He was on loan to United.
Like he was loaned out to some good teams, and I think he proved himself. I think he just wasn't given a chance. I think he was a good player, but he's gone now, so it doesn't matter. I wish him all the best. Same with I don't know what Forster's going to do. He's 37. I thought he's a good shot stopper.
He's a proper veteran, isn't he? I can't remember if there was talks of him going somewhere. I mean, how old is he now? He's 37.
Yeah.
I wouldn't blame him if he just went and retired now. It'd be a great way to retire.
Yeah.
He's played his part as well. I mean, Lionel Messi once said, I think Lionel Messi once said he was the greatest keeper he's faced against when he was at Celtic. Yeah, I mean, I think there was, I can't remember which game it was. I think it was when Celtic actually beat Barcelona against all the odds, and Barcelona had something ridiculous, like over 20 shots. I think Celtic had like 2 and they went in, something like that. One of those games.
Forster played like he was in the Matrix or something.
Yeah, he had an amazing game. I don't know where he would go next.
What would you do then to sort out this? Where do you think Spurs need the most strengthening? What would you do if you were going to strengthen anyway?
I do think, I do think some of our defense and our forwards. I think I think our midfield is all right. I mean, we got Sarr, Bissouma, Bentancur. We've got Madison as well. I mean, who else have we got? So I'm going to have to look out the players. Who else have we got in midfield? Lucas Bergvall. Can't believe
Bissouma.
Yeah, we've got some great names there. I mean, Bergvall's had an amazing season. And
Madison, Alfie Gray.
Archie. Oh yeah. Forget Archie Grains. Yeah, we've got lots of options. I think centre mid wise, we should be absolutely fine.
Yeah, I think so too. Like people are linking us with Jack Grealish, and I think he's good, but
I don't know.
Maddison.
He was good at Villa.
Yeah, we got Maddison, man.
I was very happy when we signed Maddison, actually.
Yeah.
I was very glad we signed him. He was one of those players that kind of frustrated me when
He's
we
got
played
character, isn't he? When he played for Leicester, he was annoying.
He was annoying, and so that's when we signed him. It was like, yes,
we should sign Jamie Vardy for a laugh.
No, Jamie Vardy. I think he's older than Forster. How old is he now? He's like
banter signing though. He still scores goals. It'd be a good super sub.
I mean, he's just left them, hasn't he? Who's he playing? He's 38. I mean, yeah, he's older than.
I don't think he's not been signed by anyone yet, has he? Probably like he says he's still playing the Premier League, so he's also got to pay for Rebecca Vardy's kids. I think she got 4 kids by other dudes before she got with Jamie Vardy.
This is the content. This is the content we want.
But I'm not having a go, man. It's just
no. I'm just.
No, the thing is, I love banter with other. He always gave Spurs banter, like when we were all booing him, and he's pointing to the Premier League thing on his arm, which we felt. And I always like banter with other players. Theo Walcott was the same. Do you remember when Spurs fans probably don't? Spurs fans were cheering him getting carried off the pitch. He was injured, and he was doing that.
What a knob!
That's funny.
That was proper.
If he's giving it, like if Spurs fans are giving it, we got to be prepared to take it back. Well, that's good bants. I like that.
It is proper bants, but it's like kind of bants that really piss you.
The problem is, like with signing players. The problem with signing players is unless you're paying for like the top players, it's not really worth it. There's so many players out there who are just a bit average, but because it's Spurs. And it's the same with the bigger clubs. They always pay a tax. Like the Man U fans talk about, and the press they talk about they're paying the Man U tax. And it's the same with Spurs. I think everyone that Spurs has got at the minute has got, if they're coached correctly and set up correctly, and like the thing about Thomas Frank is he's Thomas Frank, it will set the team up properly. He actually knows tactics as opposed to just, right, it's who we are, mate. Let's just attack. And then we end up almost getting relegated. Thomas Frank can use this. Like, if you think about the players he's had at Brentford and how well he's done with them, theoretically, with Spurs, and it's a squad game, it's the nice thing that Pochettino used to say to all the players. He said, you're not paid to play. You're paid to train and be ready to play. And that was just to remind the players, like, you can't be Billy Big Bollocks, man. Like, people like praise Danny Rose, but I think he was a gobshite and needed to sit down and shut up and do his job. He couldn't even trap the ball properly, man. I remember watching him trying to trap the ball and it rolled under his foot and went out for a throw-in. You're like, mate, you're paid thousands of pounds a week and you can't even kick properly. Just do your job. Stop talking.
Who replaced him for a little bit? Who was it?
Danny Rose was all right, man. But the way he talked, you'd think he was Messi or something. Even Messi and Ronaldo don't talk like that.
I think that's what Spurs did to him. To be honest with you,
no, he deserved it. He was a bellend.
Kenny says quality banter, the way it should be, in reference to the Walcott.
It's got to be done. It's like even Jack Grealish, like.
Oh, you wound like. Oh, I remember
but you need to have that banter, even though, he was a good player. But I've said before in the past, his ankles were made of Jacob's cream crackers. He just had his ankles were made of biscuits.
He was good for Villa. He went to City. I mean, we all kind of knew it was gonna. We kind of saw.
Not Jack Grealish. Sorry, Jack Wilshere.
Oh, Jack Wilshere. Yeah, they're quite different.
Jack Wilshere was a proper banter merchant.
Oh yeah, injuries really. I think they really finished him off a little bit. I think he said something that he was going to stay at Arsenal forever, and that just didn't happen.
He didn't. He couldn't because of his feet.
Yeah,
his ankles.
Yeah,
he went to Belgium. I think he went to West Ham and then he went to Belgium, didn't he? Because they got nice cheese to go with his ankles, his cream cracker ankles, and then he went to Bournemouth. Yeah, I don't think Spurs really need to pull up any trees when it comes to signings. I think we've got the personnel. We just need the tactics. We need Thomas Frank. Thomas Frank apparently was this close to becoming Liverpool manager before Slot came in. Slap. Slap.
Nice.
Yeah. So the fact that Spurs have got him, I think he's shown what he can do with next to nothing and peanuts.
Yeah.
I said peanuts, and there's a T in that, not the other thing. I think he can. Spurs will do really well. I hope we do better than Arsenal anyway. Don't
Next
go.
Season,
If you're ever invited, don't go to an Arsenal party.
Yeah. If you don't know about the news that's just come out, I'm probably not going to say the word because YouTube are funny with certain
It rhymes
words.
with grape.
Yes, we'll just put it that way. A bit of non-consensual. Thomas Partey has been charged with it. 5 counts. There's two problems with that whole situation. One is, well, obviously he did what he did. That's
Allegedly,
bad enough.
apparently.
Secondly, how long was this sort of being talked about? It was like a year or two ago.
I think it happened in 2021. It's been talked about for a very long time.
Why did Arsenal keep him?
Because it wasn't proven and he wasn't charged.
I know, but like,
if any of us
imagine going into work and knowing that your colleague has got something like that over their head. Surely that's just. Don't the Arsenal lads, don't they train with the women as well?
It's one of the hardest crimes to prove.
Yeah, I know.
Also, on top of that, I do work with people who've been accused of things, and it's part of life. I'm not saying it was.
Yeah, I know.
I'm not saying it was SA or anything like that. People get accused of things, and we have to let the wheels of justice very, very slowly turn. And in the meantime, if he was going to his bosses, nothing happened. It's a bit like the Mendy thing that happened with
that was not guilty.
Man City. What can you do, man? I think he ended up suing them for money, didn't he? Because they stopped paying him.
Yeah,
they owe him thousands or probably millions because he was at Man City. What can you do? What can you do as an employer when your employee can't play for you because of it's bad? What can you do? I have sympathy in this instance with Arsenal to an extent as a business entity.
I think what Arsenal have gone and said is, you've not won us the Champions League. Get in with the nonsense, mate. That's what's happening.
The thing is with Arsenal as well is like and it's the thing with Spurs as well. Like a few years ago, we were always aiming for trophies that were just out of our reach. So if you're aiming for the Champions League or the Premier League, and then you're trying to play against, like you're trying to compete with teams that are being subsidized by entire oil countries, how can you? We're not like that, we got.
Yeah,
I think Joe Lewis's pockets aren't very deep. They actually start at his knees, so his hands can't reach into them. And Daniel Levy, like Spurs, the Tottenham Stadium. I went there yesterday to watch 50 Cent because I'm well cool. Because I'm a plum, yeah. But it's an amazing venue. So from a 360 point of view, if you give financially and as a business, it makes perfect sense. It's from a 360, you've got NFL, you got all that stuff. So Daniel Levy set it up to make loads of money for the team. And slowly but surely the team will, if Tottenham was on top of an oil field, it would be great, wouldn't it? We'd all be very happy.
Yeah. Well, there's always talks about Spurs currently potentially having new owners and how uptight Levy the owners are with financially, because I think we're like the most profitable team in the league or something. Something like that.
One of the for sports franchises, Spurs are one of the top sports franchises for profitability in the world.
I think, yeah, and I also think the other thing is the difference between how much ENIC have actually invested in the club versus a team like Aston Villa. The difference is massive. ENIC have hardly invested.
Well, the problem with Villa as well, Villa have got, I think something like their wage ratio to their revenue ratio, it's much higher than Spurs is.
That's the thing. We don't ever we haven't had a player over 200k a week. We don't have any.
But yeah, a lot of Spurs were set up with bonuses, like win bonuses, goal bonuses.
Yeah, I don't know
appearance
about it.
bonuses.
The thing is, though, I feel like we are sort of a sleeping giant a little bit. I think we've got all the tools we need. It's just they're not being used right.
We just need an oil field, mate. Under the
we
top
do, but I mean, it just sort of ruins your reputation a little bit. I do think. Anyways, just quick little thing. Please do like the stream if you're enjoying. It would really appreciate
Dillon's stream, everyone.
It helps out a lot with the algorithm and stuff like that. It does help us out, especially considering this is a small little channel. We want to get up there. We want to be that channel. We want to be that channel, innit? Anyway, sorry.
Oozing expressions, and we are.
We want to have expressions on the stream.
Chris
That's what
Howlin.
We want Don Robbie on here.
No, we don't.
Anyway, I wouldn't mind Don Robbie as a guest, honestly. Just because he's a rival, I would not mind him on my stream at all.
Yeah, we like a bit of a bants with our Arsenal.
Yeah,
fans.
because
we're from North London, so you're either Spurs or Arsenal. If you're from North London, all your friends are either Spurs or Arsenal, and then you can have loads of good bants.
Like back in primary, I was the only Spurs kid in my class. The rest were Arsenal, Man United.
Yeah, but that just goes to show that your school was ass.
I've been through it, mate. I was always getting through the shit. I didn't care. I was always backing myself.
Yeah, Cooney's just said Middlesex versus Greenwich. I don't disagree.
Differences, mate. Greenwich? Would it be Woolwich? You mean
Woolwich,
innit?
Cooney, you're the worst Arsenal
we didn't
fan
move
of all time.
We never moved. You lot did. That's the argument I always say. We didn't move. North London came to us, mate. We didn't go to North London. You know what I'm saying?
It expanded into Tottenham
exactly.
Town.
It was like, come to us, child. Anyways, also Cooney said it a few minutes ago. Potentially you could have suspended about Thomas Partey. Potentially you could have suspended with full pay, but also he would have claimed, as he has now, as not guilty. Not sure what the best stances would employ, play and lack of charge until now. Yeah, the thing is, we don't know much, do we? It's one of those really weird things. They definitely knew about it, though, 100%.
Of course. Well, I knew about it because I was on Twitter and I saw the allegations going up unofficially. I think the CPS originally. Cooney's mugging us off, man. I think they saw the allegations, like they decided not to charge a while ago, and maybe they've found more stuff. So, like I said, if you're invited to an Arsenal party, don't go. It's a bit like a Michael Barrymore pool party. Just don't go.
We got the party, the Diddy party. That's what we got. It's too soon.
Yeah, or one of his as well.
Too soon.
Don't go to a P Diddy party either.
The dogs to the 50s out of pity. It's no plan, mate. But yeah, mate. Yeah. What else have we got news-wise? We got Eberechi Eze. Again, I did a video.
Oh
no, I've been talking about it. I did a video on this the other day. I had a bit of a rant. Not happy about it. I just cannot believe for the life of me why we. Huh?
He's not going there yet. It's not confirmed.
No, but there is definitely. Fabrizio saying that Arsenal are talking about it, so that means it's happening. Nothing official. It's nothing. But basically, the thing that really pisses me off.
Is he a striker?
No, I think he's a bit more of a cam.
He's an AM, isn't he? Yeah.
Yeah, he's attacking the field.
Do they need one?
They do, but the thing that really annoys me is that we've been looking at him for years. Back when he was at QPR, we were looking at him. Every single transfer window as well, we would always be linked with him. We never went in for him. Then Palace got their hands on him. And it's just been the same thing every window, every damn time. It's just like, it's kind of like the Manchester United and Jadon Sancho scenario, although that didn't really end well. It turned out to be shit for them. It's just really frustrating. And now the story has taken a bit of a twist, and now he might join our rivals and also the team he supports. It would just be a really crappy end to the whole saga. And if it's gonna end don't let it end like that. Come on, man. It's disgraceful. Can't be happening for the life of me. It's just not on. Do I think he'll go to Arsenal? I think if he gets the chance, if Arsenal do go for it, I think he will. I think he definitely will.
Well, his career's short. He'll get a payday.
But it's their boy club, isn't he? He would want to play for them. He won't just go there because it's Arsenal. He would want to go because it's his club. And
it depends if he's able to. Do you think he'll be able to dislodge the mighty Raheem Sterling from their starting lineup?
Raheem Sterling doesn't play for them anymore. He was only there on loan. I think it was a loan anyway.
Sterling is one of my most hated players of all time. I hate him.
For Chelsea as well.
He's so overrated.
He was alright for City, but I mean, when he went to Chelsea,
he used to have about 50 chances a game.
Stick anyone in the City squad. Like if you stuck Kane in the City squad, he'd be pumping goals.
And the lucky goals, I say.
He's doing it at Bayern now. I mean, there's a
lot of goal pumping going on there.
A lot of goal pumping in that German goal. Don't know why.
Sexy German goal.
Apparently, and on track, Frankfurt striker Hugo Ekitike is deemed to be Liverpool's priority. He actually scored against us in the first leg of the quarterfinals in the Europa League.
He's a good
player. Watching that game. Oh, good goal, but we shouldn't have let him have that much space.
I think
we were looking at him as well, and United have been talking about going, but I think now Liverpool are going to have to go in for a striker now, aren't they?
Why?
Under the
just got worse.
He's not.
Since someone died.
I think he's an attacking midfielder.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean Jota. I mean he was pretty good.
He was good, man. He scored a lot of goals for him.
He was good at Wolves. I actually think we were looking at him. Obviously, that's what we are. We are monitoring FC. We are interested FC. And then it always seems that a team better than us just swoops in. We never just take that initiative. I don't know what's going on. Like you said the other day as well, hopefully Fabio Paratici will come back. I would love him back at Spurs because, I mean, he helped us get some great players. Bentancur.
Yeah, Paratici, he will come back, man. He's great.
Yeah, I wouldn't mind him back at Spurs. I think there was stuff saying that he's been working for Spurs off the payroll in the sense where he's just sort of been that background man. Obviously, because he's been banned, so he's not allowed to work. But he was spotted at a couple of Spurs games. Question: is the chair you're sitting on safe? Who? Me or you? I'm going to assume you. It's funny, I was testing the alerts the other day, and my alerts for this account is still the so if someone subscribed, it's still the GIF of you breaking
off the chair.
I don't have alerts on here, by the way, so if something was to happen, there is no alerts on it. I think. So the only time alerts would happen is if I was doing a watch along. So, yeah.
Who would you like to see leave Spurs now? Who should we keep or sell?
You want to start that?
I don't mind it. We can hold off.
Let's give it a bit more time. Maybe let's start off with Kudus first of all. A little bit brief earlier, but Mohamed Kudus, he would be quality.
Do you know what? I've not watched any West Ham this season just gone, so I don't know how good he is or how not good he is.
What I can say is I think he's been playing out of position this season, so he's suffered a bit form wise. I think he's a right winger, but he was playing left wing, I think.
All right.
But he was still right, and the season before that he was great for them.
Right.
Really good for them.
I like
he's very pacey.
West Ham. I like Jared Bowen. I think he's good.
Yeah, again, he was a player we looked at back when he was at Hull.
That's just what Spurs do, man. They just look,
I
like you
know
said, we're
we are
monitoring FC.
we are monitoring FC. I don't get it, man. Why don't we go for these players? They could be top. I think Jared Bowen. I mean, he's. I think Jared Bowen, isn't he? Partners with
Danny Dyer's daughter.
Danny. Oh, so he could never join Spurs. No, that's off the book. I think Danny Dyer would chop his balls off. To be honest
And
with you,
his daughter's name's Danny Dyer as well.
is it? Is she
Weird.
really?
Yeah, we're weird.
Oh. Cooney said, "Leave Spurs to be consistent winners / challengers." Levy.
Nah, Levy's the reason why Spurs were getting in the Champions League and stuff for a couple of years.
Yeah, but I mean, I just think that I think what Postecoglou said in his interview after we won the Europa League is the longer it goes, the trophy trial, the harder it does get to break that cycle. So we really need to buckle down. It doesn't look like it so far. I will be honest. It's looking like it's going to be difficult.
Well, the thing is, like winning begets winning, and this was the problem that I've had with a lot of Spurs managers. Was like they didn't prioritize any of the smaller cups, and I think if we'd started winning some of the smaller cups, it then gives the team momentum to build into bigger ones.
Well, we've had some close calls. I mean, we had
they've been close calls, but regardless,
our lockdown League Cup, we lost the final against City. Sacked the manager before the final, Mourinho.
We lost against Man United. We lost against City.
We lost to, I think, we lost the Champions League final. We lost the 2015 Carling Cup final. I don't know if it was Carling Cup then. Capital One Cup, League Cup. We lost. I don't know if there was a final before that. 2009 League Cup final to Man United. I mean, 4 finals.
Krythax has asked if you'd have any player join, who would your choice be?
Right now, I think right now, I think Kudus. Right now, I wouldn't mind. I think that would be a good statement signing for Thomas Frank to bring him in, because I mean, now I'm hearing that he's not the we're not the only club looking at him. Apparently, Chelsea are looking at him. Chelsea can just piss off, all right? They're buying everyone. Can you piss off and let someone else have a go? They just bought Bino Gittins or whatever his name is. I don't get what their strategy is. They're buying everyone just so no one else can have them. They've got so many players. I think Pochettino at one point didn't even know. When he was asked in an interview, one of the interviewers asked him about a player, and he's like, "Who?" Didn't even know he played for him. He's got so many. Also, welcome to the stream, Crackbacks. Hope you're doing well. Thank you for the question. They have enough players. It is exactly. They do. They've got absolutely ridiculous amount. I don't know. I don't know when to count. But they're signing a lot of youngsters on ridiculous contracts, and I don't understand. Maybe I think that's probably because that might be because of their owner Todd. Maybe that's what he thinks is a good strategy.
And look at Mudryk. I mean, what was he, like 80 million? And
he's about to be. I think he's about to be banned now from football. I don't know if you heard about that.
Yeah, they're talking about the thing is he could be banned for 4 years, and when his ban ends, he will still be under contract.
Yeah, it's ridiculous. Honestly, it is absolutely ridiculous.
I don't know. I'd have a young Kevin De Bruyne. If he was
Kevin De Bruyne, he's just gone to Napoli.
Get Harry Kane back. I'd have Harry Kane back.
Yeah, but I mean that's not happening, is it? Not for another couple of years at least.
Yeah.
I think we do have a buyback clause. I could be wrong.
I don't know. It depends how we paid for Tell, doesn't it?
I think we got him a bit cheaper than we would have. I think we got him for 20 million less. Managed to get a bit of a deal. He's only 20 years old, and he's meant to be. I was surprised. I was really surprised we got him on loan because he's meant to be a rising star. So this is where it all goes wrong for him.
Yeah.
Cooney did say, Cooney did say you could go for Cole Palmer to keep the tradition of players with bad haircuts. Who's got a bad haircut? Name me one. Who's got? Actually, what Spurs players do have bad haircuts?
Don't know. Richarlison's hair looks like noodles.
I don't think it says that bad, to be honest. I don't think it's that bad. It's all right. It's all right.
I think we've got a really good squad at the minute, and if it's just managed and coached properly, there's enough there to really put in a decent challenge for trophies and at the top end of the table. There's very few players. I think Madison's good and Berryvale's good. Berryvale's a bit young, that's all.
Oh,
It'd
I
be
still
nice
think
to
he's
have.
doing really well, though.
Maybe we could. I'd take Grealish on loan. Might not buy
Another
him
option to buy, yeah, maybe.
because he's probably a step
say.
above Madison, to be honest. The problem I have with Grealish though is there's a lot of pictures of him partying.
Madison or sorry, Grealish.
There's too many pictures of him like pissed, and I don't like that. And Cooney's asked a good question.
Correct. Yeah, Berg does have good potential, absolutely. Cooney, yes. Who out of the youth / academy can you pull in to give a chance and see if they can be the next big thing, complement the senior / I don't know if there's a count.
Mikey Moore.
Oh yeah, I was about to say. I don't know if it counts. I mean,
He's
he's
so
not.
good.
He's not 18 yet. He turns 18 next month. I think that's
Who?
when he can
Mikey
officially.
Moore.
I think. Yeah. I
I
think
didn't realise he was that young.
Yeah, I know it's great, isn't it? That's the thing. That's why he's so look forward to. I think once he turns 18, I think then you can be part of the first team changing room.
Yeah.
There's also some other really promising players like Luca Williams Barnett. They've just signed 2-year scholarships. A few players have from the youngsters. I think Mikey Moore is definitely a big one.
What about Will Lancashire?
Will Lancashire, I'm not sure about, to be honest with you. He's another player that's meant to be.
He's a proper goal scorer, though, isn't he?
I think he's done well for the academy, but I think we loaned him out to West. Let's have a look at this.
West Brom, or was that Mike?
Yes.
The Elfsborg match, I think.
There's the other two that joined the Europa. Yeah, that was Ajayi and was it Oluseyi? I'm being wrong here. I do remember that. Spurs versus. Let me just double check. I'll get to the.
It was Elfsborg. It was Elfsborg.
It was against. I remember I was watching.
3-0.
Brilliant. It was. Oh no, sorry. It was Dane Scarlett. Yeah. Okay. That's the thing about Dane Scarlett.
Give him a run, man.
I don't know if Dane Scarlett. I don't know if he will make it.
You don't know if he's got what it takes.
I think the competition's a bit much now.
I think he's of an age. He needs to stay or go. He needs to either have a run or just be sold.
Yeah,
a bit like Troy Parrott. He's done quite well.
He was another player.
He wasn't very good at Spurs, but I know the Irish think really highly of him. But he was all right. I think the Premier League's a step too far for him.
Yeah,
like Marcus Edwards, he did really well at Sporting Lisbon, and now he's at Burnley.
I think he's doing all right for Burnley, though, isn't he? He did well. He did well abroad a little bit, but it was just he played a couple of games for Spurs, but it was just one of those things where I think the competition was a bit much. In regards to Will Lancashire as well, he went on loan to West Brom, played 11 games, didn't get any goals, but he did join.
They're trying to bring him back, aren't they? Because Ryan Mates wants his mates.
He's only 20 years old as well, Will Lancashire. Well, yeah, I mean, he's playing at my age. What am I doing with my life? I mean, if I was as good as them, obviously, but
chatting shit about players your own age.
It's weird. I've got to that point now in my life. I've got to that point in my life where players are players younger than me. Mikey Moore, 17, man.
Yeah,
it's crazy.
Archie Gray is good as well. He's a youngster.
Archie Gray, he's just won the Europa League and the Euro under-21s with England. I was watching the final.
Did Mikey Moore play?
No, he was part of the Euro under-19s. England got knocked out quite late into the competition, I think. But it's a shame. But yeah, it's interesting. Interesting to see what's going to happen with the academy. And let's not forget, Luka Vuskovic is joining Spurs now. He's just turned 18. That's a big one, actually. He did really well in Belgium. For a centre back as well, he's meant to be up there with again another rising star. But that's the thing, though, we do tend to have this sort of investment with rising stars, it's not really often we see a lot of that translating well into the first team.
Yeah, I think it's probably the same like with Chelsea as well. Like they hoover up a lot of young players and then don't necessarily play them all, which it must be disappointing. I mean, it's nice to say as a player, yeah, I played for Chelsea, but if you'll then end up playing in some little French team or something, it's probably a little bit disheartening. It'd be nice if these players could progress into the first team. It's not enough of it happens nowadays, I don't think.
No, yeah. I mean, again, Frank, I believe he can be that man. Yeah, I do. I mean, and all respect to these players when I say him, but he's taken nobodies to players that we're now
Stars.
like 50, like worth like 50 million. Like, and again, with all due respect, because I think they're great players. Mbumu, Wissa,
Ollie
Watkins. Yeah, he's transformed them.
Arsenal just signed one of their players, didn't they?
I think it was Norgard. Apparently, we tried to sign him last season for like 11 million. We got rejected, and now he's gone and signed for Arsenal for like 50
9 million.
Oh well. I think we then snatched Bergvall instead, though, because Bergvall was on the verge of signing for Brentford, and then we hijacked it. So, thank God for that. Oh, could you imagine Bergvall under Frank? Genuinely does get me excited. I think he's going to be absolutely quality.
Well, very well under Frank.
I think all these players. I think Bergvall, Tell. I think even Solanke's going to have a good season. To be honest, I really hope he does.
Yeah, we'll see.
He's only been with us for like what, one season?
Yeah, he's done all right. I think he's hit double figures, hasn't he, goals wise? The problem is, after Kane, it's hard to get excited about the strikers.
I mean,
we were so spoilt with Kane.
We didn't even do anything. We didn't even win anything as well. I think that's the frustrating bit. I would be a bit pissed off if I was leaving Spurs and they're going to bloody win a trophy after all that time.
Yeah, it's true.
I mean, okay, so far Dominic Solanke in the league, he's scored 27. He's had 27 appearances and scored 9 goals. That's not bad. So how shit we've been. Yeah, I think that's right.
How many goals did he score in the cups as well?
Let's have a look. I watched him score his first goal for Spurs at the funny enough, it was against Brentford when we won 3-1. I was at that game. It was a brilliant win.
He does take a lot of penalties as well, doesn't he?
Yeah. I mean, yeah, he's going to be our penalty taker, isn't
he? Yeah.
That one against Frankfurt. Oh my gosh, I was holding my breath for that. I think we did something. I think Frankfurt hadn't lost. I think they hadn't not scored a goal
at home
in like a long time, and we not only beat them, but we didn't let them score. I think the same was for Bodo Glimt as well. We went to their stadium. They hadn't not scored at their stadium for a long time, and we ended that too. Great. All right, come on, Google. Can you work this? Sorry, it did. So, right, here we go. Career statistics. Don't forget, Solanke was at Chelsea and Liverpool.
Yeah, he's always been quality, hasn't
he? I mean, he wasn't great for Liverpool or Chelsea. He didn't really play any games for Chelsea. He played 1 game for Chelsea in Europe. That was it. Went on loan to Vitesse. Liverpool, he played 21 league games, 1 League Cup game, 4 Europe games. He only scored 1 goal in 27 appearances. But yeah, in regards to this season, he's played 4 League Cup games and scored 2, and in Europe, 13 games and scored 5. That's pretty good actually.
Yeah, some of them were
totaling it up. 45 games, 16 goals. That's pretty good.
It's all right. It's a bit Stefan Everson. It's a bit Stefan Everson. I hope he gets better.
No, I trust he will. I do think he will. I do hope that these players will transform. I do have faith that these players will transform under Frank. We just need to give him the time.
Yeah.
There's some stuff going on Twitter about Troops.
What's he done?
He's a Arsenal live stream. Apparently, he said something about he's innocent until proven guilty. That's all I'll say. People are absolutely ruining him on Twitter. God damn it. Yeah, it's best just not to say anything, mate. Won't lie. Yeah. Anyways, there's not much with Spurs in regards to the transfer market at the moment. Just gonna have to wait and see, to be honest. We could do a bit of the keep loan sell if you want to, with some of the
do it. Let's do it.
first team players. I think that would be great. Let's do it, man. Let's do it. Right. Okay. Some players I'm looking at here that I've completely forgot we've even had. Right. Okay. Start with the keepers. Cario, keep, loan, or sell. Got to keep Cario. He's our main man.
Yeah.
Antonin Kinski, just bought him. Keep. Would you not loan him, do you think?
No, keep him.
Yeah. Brandon Austin, he's just left, hasn't he?
No, Whiteman's left, is he?
Whiteman's left.
Yeah, I think we kept Austin's a good third choice, I think.
Yeah, we're going to need that third keeper.
Whiteman and Forster have both left.
Yeah.
Reguilon's gone. Keep your doggy, keep Ben Davis, keep Danzo, and Dragusin and Romero and Van der Ven.
Yeah.
Keep DJ.
Might I just point out, by the way, Højbjerg, remember Pierre? He's only just left us officially.
Yeah.
Because he was out obligation to buy, I think it was for Marseille. He's only officially just left us. Right. Kevin Danzo.
Yeah, keep him.
Luka Vuskovic, keep, loan, or sell?
He's just going to have to be a loan, mate.
I think it's going to have to be a loan. He's 18 years old. He just turned 18. I think maybe a championship loan might be good for him. This is an interesting one. Radu Dragusin, keep, loan, or sell?
I don't mind if we sell him. Not going to lie. He's made so many little mistakes, sometimes big mistakes. I think we were at the game, weren't we, with when he got sent off? Was it against...
It's our first Europa League game. First 7 minutes, he gets sent off and ruined Lucas Bergwall's night.
And then did we win 2 or 3-0? Didn't we?
We won 3-0. Yeah, they missed a penalty. They missed some sitters in that game.
They did.
We were lucky not to concede.
Yeah,
like they were awful when it came to finishing it. It was awful.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Keep, loan, or sell Destiny, you doggy dog.
Keep.
I think I agree with that. Keep. I think he's a key player. I think we just need some competition for him.
Yeah.
Archie Gray.
Keep.
Got
still developing him.
Oh, he's only 9. He's younger than me. He's one for the future. Christian Romero, 27 years old. Keep
if we can, but if we get a good deal for him,
I think I agree. If we have that right offer, sell him. But otherwise, keep. Pedro Porro.
Yeah, keep him.
I think we should keep him. I actually think he's a decent player. I think he loves Spurs as well. I think he's definitely got that heart. He's always smiling as well. I do like him a bit.
Yeah,
he's grown on me over time as a player. I think he's gotten better and better. Still quite young. He's 25. Still got some New Zealand. This is one I'm very glad we have kept him, because there was possibility of him leaving. Jed Spence, keep, loan, or sell?
Keep.
I think absolutely keep him. He really suffered under Conte.
He did. That's because Conte didn't want him.
Yeah. We did loan him out. He struggled. He came back. He's came back to the first team. Bloody brilliant. Really good for Forest. And he's, again, I know it's been a tough season, but I think he's stood out. Keep, loan, or sell Ben Davies?
You've got to keep him. Just giving him a contract. Let him enjoy it. I think they've kept him just because he's a senior figure and he probably helps the kids come through.
I think there was talks of him going to Wrexham. I don't know how they would afford him.
Well, they've got the money.
Maybe if they stay up the Championship this season, maybe. But yeah. Keep, loan, or sell Mickey Van der Ven. Oh, it's gotta be keep, mate. We're not getting rid of him.
All day. All day
long. Moving on to the midfielders now. It's a player that quite a few people I think have forgotten plays for the club. Alfie Devine, the 20-year-old.
Just a loan.
You reckon we should loan him?
Loan him out. Yeah, he's not anywhere near the first team, is he? So loan him.
He was playing. All right, so we loaned him out to Belgium, Westerlo, which is where Luka Vuskovic is playing. Played 32 games, 6 goals, 1 assist. Apparently, he was decent. Not bad. He's only, again, youngster. Not really seen much of him. Last time I remember him really playing was when we played against Marine in the FA Cup.
Yeah, did he score in that game?
Yeah, I think that's what sticks out to me. Yves Bissouma. Keep
him.
I think he's a bit of a unit in the midfield. I think he would be good. Madison.
Yeah, keep.
We should keep. I think he's a great player. Lucas Bergvall, keep all day long.
Keep him.
I think we got to keep him all day long. Dejan Kulusevski. Some people might think a bit different with this. Some people might want us to sell. I think we've been playing him out. I think we've been playing him out of position a bit because he's been playing right wing. I think he really likes right central mid. That's his natural position, and he plays best there.
Yeah, so, I think he's really good. He's very he's interesting. He sort of reminds me of Lamela because he's only got 1 speed. Well, he's got 2 speeds. He's either walking or he runs. And that's it. Like he can't get faster and faster. He just runs. Like Lamela was the same. But he's very effective. He's a skillful player. Does what needs.
Yeah, I think he's a creative mid. I think he's quite a creative midfielder.
And he's ginger. We need more gingers in the world.
Yes, gimme, Ginge from Sweden. The song.
The chart.
Right. Pat Massar. He's still really young, Pat Massar. Keep loan sale. 22.
Yeah, keep him. I feel like he's been at Spurs for years, man.
When did he join us? I mean, okay, well, we signed him back in 2021. And then we loaned him back out to France straight away. So we haven't really. He's played over 100 games for us now.
Wow. So, he's so young.
Yeah, you know what? Fair play. He is a good player, I think. I do think he's a.
He is, and he's only going to develop.
Yeah, absolutely. Cryfax said, sorry, got a bit distracted. No worries. Going back to Van de Ven, defo favourite player for me, and if they ever loan us in, I will be on. Yeah, I'd lose my mind if we even consider that in the short term.
Yeah,
I don't think there's been any talks on that though.
No, I think if he could stay fit longer, I think some other clubs might have come in for him, but I don't think they will.
No, I mean, if a big club's going to come in for him,
it's going to be mega money, isn't it?
Yeah, and I mean, thankfully, Real Madrid. I mean, they've just bought Dean Howson from Bournemouth, so maybe they've got their eyes elsewhere.
Yeah,
I don't know. Yeah, I think Spurs against another player. Spurs are bloody looking at. I don't blame him for going to Real Madrid, though. To be fair, right. Do the rocket on the pitch. He is absolutely.
That clearance he did against Man United in the final was live on.
I will never forget that.
Live on forever.
I didn't even move. I couldn't even move. Genuinely, I literally stood there saying, "Oh my god!"
He's a legend.
That last 20 minutes of the game, I couldn't move. I was literally praying. It's like, "Oh my gosh, Lord, please, let this be the moment." That atmosphere was amazing, and once that final whistle went, oh, never forget it, man. Never forget it. Absolutely. There's a hoodie on the Spurs shop with that clearance. Yeah, actually, you know what? I did see. I think I will have a little look on the Spurs shop later on the stream, so we can have a little look at the new training kits and stuff that's been released, and get my thoughts on it. Get your thoughts on it as well. See what you think of it. We haven't released the 3rd kit yet, though, so that'll be interesting when that comes out. It's meant to be a thing of beauty. Rodrigo Bentancur, keep, loan, sell.
I don't mind whether we sold him or not. I think we've got enough cover. I think he's a good player, but I don't mind. Don't mind if he was to leave. I'm not going to lie. I think he's good.
I think he's
a Paratici signing, isn't he? So he's a good player.
Yeah. I mean, Kulusevski was a Paratici signing. They're all coming from Juventus. Some of those lot.
He's been paying for giving Juventus loads of money.
I'm sure the signings were all done legally. 3rd kit, that is. Yeah, the 3rd kit is meant to be yellow with the old crest. The old crest. which is a bit of a throwback, not only for obviously the crest, but also the old kits, old away kits and third kits for Spurs. It is definitely a beautiful one. I think the badge in the middle will look good with it as well. We'll have a look at that. Right, moving on to the forwards. Again, another player some people might forget is at Spurs, but that is Alejo Veliz, 21 years old. Keep loan sell. I think we should sell him. I don't think he's worked out.
He's never had a chance. Even when he's in Spain, they've not given him a chance there. He probably needs to go back to Argentina and do something.
Played 29 games for Espanyol on loan last season.
Yeah, but I think you say 29 games. I think he was just brought on as like a last-minute sub and stuff. He was never really given a fair crack at it. He's
meant to be a good player. That's the thing. I think maybe if he goes back to Argentina or maybe Spain.
He's a bulldozer, apparently.
A bulldozer? In
what
way?
He's like full-on forward. Gets really stuck in, but for whatever reason, he's just not had a chance. You just have to trust the coaches on that. And honestly, I've never really seen any highlights of him or anything. And I think sometimes just got to cut your losses. Hasn't worked out for him. The manager that signed him is not here anymore. So, see you, mate.
Yeah, it's a shame. It is what it is. It's happened, and it sort of makes me think of the next person I'm about to say, and it's Brian Hill. Rubbish signing.
No, he's.
Okay,
maybe I've
got to rephrase that. I've got to rephrase that. When I say rubbish signing, I'm not calling him rubbish. I just think at the time it was quite exciting because he was meant to be quite a big young prospect, but it's really clear that he's not physical for the Prem.
No.
And he just looked lost. He's definitely a player that just does well in the Spanish leagues.
Yeah.
We swapped Lamela for him as well. I wish we just kept Lamela. He was a shithouse Lamela. I loved Lamela at Spurs. Lamela stayed with us for a long time as well. I forget how long he stayed with us for. It was a while. Shame he didn't win anything with us. I think he left us and then went on to win a bloody trophy as well. If I remember correctly.
Yeah,
I think he did. Oh, he won the Europa League with Sevilla, didn't he?
Yeah, Spurs used him as part swap for Brian Hill.
Yeah.
And then they sent Brian Hill back on loan afterwards, and then they both won a trophy.
Oh, I can't believe
like the worst deal of all time. He gave him Lamela for peanuts and then gave them back the player we just bought with Lamela. Weird business decision.
I don't remember how much he was as well. I don't think it was that much considering we swapped him.
I think Ryan Hill was about 16 million and we sold Lamela for 22, 23 or vice versa. I can't remember. But either way, they ended up with two players from Spurs. It was just a stupid deal.
Yeah, it's one of those silly ones. But, I mean, it looked exciting, but it clearly didn't translate well. A bit of breaking news here. I've just read on Twitter. It's not really breaking news, but the Tottenham Hotspur vice-captain Christian Romero has been banned from driving for 6 months for speeding back in December. Not the only place he's speeding on the pitch as well. Absolute legend. What's he doing? Apparently the incident took place on the A406. Thanks for that.
North Circular in London.
Yeah. He must have been a absolute plum. Doesn't beat the bad news that's been going on through Arsenal today there. So I guess that's we can bite that bullet. We
get speeding, they get
don't even say it.
They get surprised.
They get
SEX.
Struggle snuggle. God.
Yeah, not cool.
All right, I need to stop talking. Right. Keep line sell Manat Solomon. People are quite divided on this for political reasons, which I mean,
I just don't care anymore. He'd done well at Leeds. He didn't really have a chance at Spurs, did he? So, you know, he's shown he can do a job if we need him.
Yeah. Quite says 20 miles per hour speed limit in central London. Can only do 3 at max, especially with ULEZ. All that BS. A lot of people about that. Yeah. It is what it is, though, isn't it? It's one of those things. But this is an obvious one. Well, actually, no. Sorry, I'll get to that in a minute. Matty Tell just signed him. Keep. I think he can. Yeah, I think he can slot into the first team quite
Just
nicely.
have to keep him and play him loads and see what happens.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Again, I think it would do great. I think it would do great with under Frank. I do. I think it would do absolutely brilliantly. I'm looking forward to him. Min Hyuk Yang, keep, loan, sell.
Who, sorry?
Min Hyuk Yang, 19-year-old.
Who's
signed Gangwon FC back in January.
I don't know who that is.
South Korea. I think this is a bit of a reinvestment, given that Son might be leaving soon because we've now got a new South
Korea.
Yeah. We signed him in January. We sent him out on loan to QPR for the rest of the season. Played 14 games and scored 2 goals. He's only 19. I personally think maybe give him another loan. I think that's what I might do. Another loan back in the Championship.
That's probably what will happen, to be honest.
He is a right winger though, so he is someone we could do with in the future.
Right winger.
Up there with Brennan Johnson and all that.
Oh.
Will Lancashire, keep, loan, sale. We're nearly done now.
Probably loan him.
Yeah.
Not sell him. Run somewhere.
We should keep him.
He needs to be kept. I think he's a good player. He knows where the goal is. Did he score against Galatasaray as well?
He did. Then he got sent off.
I like him.
Oh, I like him already. He was really giving it to the Galatasaray fans. I'm sorry, Galatasaray fans, but you lot are just annoying.
They're really like the annoying. Liverpool fans of Turkey. They're just
they are. They're really annoying. Convinced during Spurs after conversation began. Well, you know what? It worked for a bit. Yeah, and then he got his red card. That was one of the worst Spurs games I've ever watched. We could not keep the ball for more than 5 seconds.
Should have scored about 8 goals.
Yeah, they should have, but they didn't.
They sucked.
I don't know how we managed to get 2 goals, to be honest. Even after 10 men down, we managed to score. Solanke
penalty,
scored with a back heel shot.
Really?
Back heel. Yeah, it was a bit cheeky. Beat Davinson Sanchez, the former Spurs player, to score. Davinson Sanchez did not look happy. Keep, loan, sell. Heung-min Son.
Sell.
You reckon we should sell him? Well, this is the thing, though. I mean, if we get the right offer, maybe. But I think otherwise, keep him. Just keep him for the last season. Champions League. I think he'd be a great player. You reckon sell? Okay.
Yeah. I think you've got a point there with Champions Leagues. He knows how to play in the Champions League, so maybe it'd be good to keep him.
Yeah. Absolutely, man. There's a few more to go now. Keep, loan, sell Richarlison.
So if we could get good money from Saudi, good money from Saudi, pack him off, man.
Again, I think that's not what I think. If the offer's right, sure.
Yeah,
but I don't mind Richarlison. It's been a bit frustrating because he's just not really looking like he's
just injured all the time. And when we play him out of position, when we had Kane, he was always out of position. When he played in Kane's position, he used to score goals.
Yeah.
When Kane wasn't playing, he was scoring goals. He's obviously not as effective as Kane. Kane's just like a laser-focused target on the goal all the time. Whereas Richarlison scuffed a lot of shots in.
Yeah, he just doesn't seem clinical and also consistent. And he's struggled with injuries quite a bit as well. That's been a problem with him. Cryfax says, I agree. I think his time is up. Sell him while he still has decent value.
That's about Son.
Is that if that's about Son? Yeah. I mean, he's 32, Son. He definitely still has a couple of years ago.
He slowed down last season big time. He's losing.
Yeah, he's had a poor season considering how he's been before. It's probably his worst season for Spurs. Well, at least one of his worst seasons. Send Richarlison to Mourinho. Do you mean Mourinho? What to Gala? I could probably picture that, to be honest. Richarlison going to Galatasaray.
No, because Mourinho is at Fenerbahce.
Sorry, yeah, you're right. Fenerbahce. Sorry, that's what I meant. I could picture that. That's what I meant. I could picture it. He might do well in the Turkish league, to be honest.
Who else is there? Odebear?
Yeah, I'm getting to him. Dominic Solanke, keep, loan, sell.
Yeah, keep him. See what happens
Keep
next
him,
season.
100%. I agree. Brennan Johnson, keep loan sell.
Keep, but he needs to
Keep
get
him,
more
youngster.
clinical. He needs to get more
He does.
clinical.
He's always at that back post. He's always in the right place for the goals. So, well, when it comes to being a winger, he does need to sort it out a bit. Keeps Lanky 100%. It's Carfax. Yep, 100%. We've only had him for like a season. So, keep loan sell. Wilson Odobert.
Keep.
Would you keep
He's
him?
been
Would you
injured,
not
isn't he? Just
loan him?
keep him.
Do you not loan him?
Yeah, keep him.
I forget. He's a right winger. Odobert. He's another option. He's been drunk. Sorry, I was reading the comment while saying that out loud. He's been injured, and probably maybe drunk too for quite a lot of the season. Odobert.
Yeah.
Johnson was so drunk during the victory parade. Yeah, I did see some of the clips. It's quite funny. He kept getting. There was a point where he kept getting pulled away by some of the Tottenham staff, and then he kept sneaking his way back on the stage and go, "Way!" with the trophy. It was quite funny. Actually. Kept doing it. Yeah, definitely keep Odobert as well. Keep loan sell Dane Scarlett. I think sell.
He's 22
I'm
now.
not gonna lie.
Just sell him. He's not getting
No
enough
disrespect.
chances.
I love you, Dane. He's had a few loan spells.
I think he needs to be sold for his own good.
I think it would be good for him to maybe find his own 2 feet. All due respect, I think he's a lovely lad.
I agree.
But yeah. And then finally, keep loan sell Mikey Moore.
Keep.
Would you not loan him? I mean, definitely keep him, but
I'd loan him. I'd keep him.
keep loan.
Keep.
Yeah, I think I'd keep him, but I think we should loan him.
To who?
I think a loan might help, unless he gets a bit of a breakthrough. Again,
loan him to a Dutch team or a team from Belgium.
I think it'd be best if we loaned him to an English team. Though
No.
development's usually good,
Physical.
usually pretty good. I don't know. I'm not exactly a professional football fan, you know. That's why I'm here sitting down on my ass talking about it.
I know you're saying
he
keep
does
Marky
need game
Moore.
time.
Keep Marky Moore, but he is only 17 still, so.
Yeah, no, exactly. That's he's always he will get game time eventually.
But I think he needs game time, possibly in a less physical league if you're going to be 17 years old, because you're going to get kicked all over the place if you're playing in the Championship or League One.
Mikey
League
Messi.
One or Championship, you're going to get kicked all over the place.
Yeah, he's got to get used to that though.
Yeah, but 17, man.
Yeah, 17, man. That's the perfect age to be kicking people.
He's a youngster. He's too young.
It's too young.
He's too young.
I think you'd do great for us. I do.
Eventually,
yeah. I'm looking forward to it.
I think he's a machine. He's a goal-scoring machine.
Yeah.
In waiting.
Allegedly, he's a goal-scoring machine. We'll have to see how he does. I say allegedly. By that, I mean we'll have to see how he does in that first team. I would love him to do amazing at Spurs, just given all the hype as well.
Yeah.
Some breaking news on Chelsea. They've been fined 31 million euros by UEFA with a further 60 million euro conditional for breaches of its financial rules. Well, that's probably nothing for them. I mean, they're spending money like.
Let's see what happens to Man City then.
Yeah, well, the thing is, I mean, they get away with it, really.
How have PSG got away with it?
Yeah.
The whole.
And you've got.
Well, you look at the guy who runs PSG. He's like got 5 different jobs at UEFA in the French Football Federation. The whole system stinks, man.
And then you've got Palace qualifying for the Europa League, and now suddenly there was this big song and dance about how they can't.
It's all crap,
qualify because of multi-ownership. That's just rubbish. I don't understand why the smaller teams have got to suffer, but these big teams, it's corruption in its finest. It's blatant. It's not on. It's not cool.
No,
I don't like it.
Shouldn't be allowed to sponsor your own team.
No,
it's crazy.
Absolutely not. Absolutely not. Yeah.
Is that the whole squad?
That was the whole squad, pretty much. The main squad, yes. There might be a few youngsters who might have played, but they're not in the first team on FOTMOB. So, right, what's this? From a source. What source is this?
A saucy sauce.
Fernando at CZYZ. Apparently, Christian Romero will not hand in a transfer request, but he wants a graceful exit from Tottenham and to play for Atletico Madrid. Romero will have a second meeting with Daniel Levy to discuss his future after already rejecting Levy's offer of making him the highest paid player at the club.
You know why he's not going to hand in his a transfer request? Because you lose your loyalty bonus, which will be worth millions.
Yeah.
That's why they put these loyalty bonuses in. It's to stop players asking for transfers.
I think he would wait anyway. Still won't be more than 200k a week. Yeah, it would be 199,000k a week plus a packet of Whatsits or something like that. Apparently, Atletico offered 55 million euros plus 10 million in bonuses, but Spurs want 80 million.
That's peanuts for a player like Romero.
We want 80 million apparently. But again, don't know if this is true. This is just what's being said on Twitter. A bag of A-line peanuts, but yeah,
he's been saying it for a while, hasn't he?
Yes. I don't want him to leave. I think Thomas Frank's talk is going to be quite important. Just have to see how it goes.
We will.
There we go. Here's another one. 15 minutes ago from Ben Jacobs. Tottenham Hotspur and Inter Milan have inquired over the availability of central defender Coney De Winter. It's an interesting name. It's understood the player is available to buy this summer for a fee in the region of £21.6 million. Who does he play for? I need to know more about him. He plays for Genoa. He's a centre back or full back, so it's another defender. I was saying, we should probably look at investing more in our defence. I think we're going to need to, especially maybe it's because of Romero. He was at Juventus for a bit. He's not been at Genoa too long. 6'3", he's quite a lump. Plays for Belgium and he's only 23. Might not be a bad signing. I have to look into him a bit more.
Yeah, we do like a good Belgium defender.
Absolutely, yeah. Making me think about Tonga, isn't it?
And Alderweireld, yeah.
What a partnership.
Amazing.
What a partnership they were. Absolutely amazing. Super League soon, or Super Cup, I think you mean. Do you mean the Super Cup? It'll be a big tell from Frank. I don't think we can judge him, really. I mean, first game, Super Cup final against the winners of the Champions League. It's always going to be a bit tough. But, it'd be such a Spursy thing to do, to go win it and then lose to Burnley in the first game of the season.
Yeah.
Same thing. Well, I think when you say Super League, I think about that thing that was going about a couple of years ago.
Yeah.
That everyone hated. Well, apparently Aston Villa have been fined 11 million by UEFA with a further 15 million conditional for breach of financial. What's going on?
Everyone except teams run by Arabs.
In fairness, though, Chelsea, I mean, they're quite a big club.
So they are, but they're not run by Arabs.
They're not. They don't know what they're doing with their money, in a sense. I think that's pretty evident. They don't know what they're doing with their money. Splashing on whoever. I think I saw a tweet earlier saying, what was it? It was just kick the ball back to a bunch of kids in the park, and Chelsea were trying to sign me. Oh, Barcelona have been fined as well. What's going on? Quite surprised at Barcelona. Everyone's being fined. UEFA are cashing in.
Getting stuck in, aren't
they? Yeah, what's going on, man? Luka Puskovic is due to report for Spurs pre-season duty on Saturday. Good. That's what we want. I would love to see him play a bit pre-season. It's all right. Tottenham will not be in breach because they ain't spent. Yeah, I think we were going to forever be safe from that at this point. I don't think we're ever going to have a problem with that. Levy's very careful. Very, very careful. Very careful. Right. I think what we should do is have a look. We'll have a look. We'll have a look. We'll have a look at the new kits. The new lovely kits and the training stuff as well. Looks gorgeous. I think it looks gorgeous. Have you seen any of it yet?
Me?
Yeah.
I think I have. Yeah, the away kit's black, isn't it?
The away kit's black. It does look really nice for an away kit. Just simple and clean. That's all you need really sometimes. Right. Let's get this. Let's get this done. Spurs shot. It seems that using this get notifications for Lyon have been fined a lot as well. That doesn't surprise me. I mean, they've just been relegated, haven't they? They've been through it.
Financial stuff, yeah. And then PSG are allowed to spend billions.
Well, in their defence, I think PSG have actually helped them out a bit.
Helped who?
Paying it. Barcola, the player they bought from them, they've done an early payment.
No, it's a piss take, mate. The whole thing's a piss take.
Yeah, no, I think it is a piss take. I wasn't expecting it, to be honest. Not expecting it. Oh, bollocks. I didn't need to do that. Our away kit is absolutely Kulusevski. Kulusevski, I mean. I could say it right. Right. Okay. Right, let's see how the bloody fans in the way of the chat. It's really annoying me. Let's see how showing my screen goes with this. If I do this.
Ooh.
There we go. Ooh, we're changing, are we?
Technology.
I'm learning this, all right? Share screen. Let's see how this looks. Can we see the screen? No, we can't.
I can't see nothing, mate.
Stage. There we go. We can see my screen. This is gorgeous. Right. Oh yes, I forgot to mention. I forgot about this as well. They've released the track jacket that for the Europa League final that they were wearing.
Oh yeah.
This, I mean, it's sold out
Already.
The jacket sold out instantly. 120 quid. I mean, Daniel Levy knows what he's doing. I think is it definitely still sold out? It was sold out when I checked earlier. Have they restocked it? God, you are slow, aren't you? In fact, you can't even see it on my screen. I press share this tab and say, oh, okay, I can press that button. There we go. Sorry about that. Oh no, they've restocked it. They've restocked it all. It's gorgeous though. You do have to buy this separately to the bloody trousers though, and this. I mean, the jacket's 120 quid and the trousers 190 quid. It's ridiculous. Who is paying for this? I mean, it'll be me soon enough. That jacket has got to be done, mate. At some point, it's got to be done. I'm not gonna lie. It is lovely. Oh balls! I don't need to do that. Right, yeah. Like I said, I'm still learning with this. Do bear with. Right, there we go. I think after this, it will. But it looks good. It does look good. It does look good. They knew what they were doing. And then we've got this the black away anthem jacket, which I think is quite nice. I mean, it's basically just a black jacket, but it's got the theme with the Spurs with the
cockerel on it.
Yeah, it's got the logo on it, guys. You won't believe it. I just think I meant in the sense of because our away kit's got this pattern, sort of like these. I don't know how to describe it. I can't see my mouse. For God's sake. What I am pointing at is if you look at the jacket closely, you can see it's got lines and stuff, and it says Spurs, 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 Spurs in between it. Some of this stuff, I mean, simple. Definitely staying away from buying something like a hoodie right now. It's the last thing I want. And then here we go. We've got the home anthem jacket. Just seems all right. Right, to be honest. Yeah. I think it's all right. I kind of preferred last season, to be honest.
Really?
Yeah, I did. I do. Good, all good, all good.
Some good
That's
stuff.
all right, man. I was gonna wrap it up after this anyway. That's why I left this till last.
All right.
Move my phone out of the way. It's pissing me off. Yeah, the grid. I do like that black hoodie and the white and grey warm-up t-shirt. Has like a marble effect. Yeah, it is quite nice, to be honest. We do like a bit of an off-white. I guess you could say lily white. We do like a bit of that. And yeah, that's the actual training shirt.
Oh, you know what we haven't talked about?
What?
Tottenham ladies. They got a new manager.
Yes, we do have a new manager.
Martin Ho.
I did actually see a notification about that. People were already taking the piss. Obviously, it's not Spurs fans taking the piss, but taking the piss on social media. I think Ange got sacked, and then the Spurs ladies manager got sacked like
Yeah.
a couple of days between each other. So Levy's been busy.
So they've got a manager called Martin Ho, and then we're also sponsored by Come Ho Tires.
It's Come Ho or Come Ho. God's sake, or Kumo.
Kumo. I think it's Kumo, but it's spelled Come Ho.
Yeah, Come Ho Tires. Yeah, we love Come Ho Tires. Anyways, this away warm-up shirt. Again, I think it's gorgeous.
Yeah.
I think it's absolutely gorgeous.
Some nice clothes, man.
They are nice.
What are the prices like? Any good?
Huh?
Price is good.
60 quid. Well, I mean, 60 quid for a warm-up t-shirt. I mean, the thing is, this stuff's always going to be ridiculously expensive. That's the thing. That's the problem. But it is what it is, man. Yeah, there's a lot of stuff, but yeah, I think kind of really it at the moment. It's kind of really it. Kind of really it on that end. There's the tab. Switch it over here. Bit of a test stream. If I need any tires, think I can get a discount. No chance, mate. Absolutely no chance.
Not with Daniel Levy involved.
Yeah, not with him in the negotiations.
Pump up a premium.
Yeah.
Yeah. The stadium was amazing. Like I said, I went to see 50 Cent and Mary J. Blige there last night. It was really good. Yeah. And went with my girlfriend.
50 Cent. I was quite surprised.
She said they're well, I only hope that Jota wasn't using Camo tires.
No, it's too soon, man. I
don't know if Lamborghinis used them.
I think it was a Ferrari. I think he was driving.
No, it was a Lamborghini, and they said he was doing an overtake, and his tire blew.
Yeah. I saw some pictures and videos. It looked horrific.
Yeah, it's really sad. And it's a shame, like we said before, like rest in peace. And
yeah, no, honestly though, really sad news.
Love to his family, his wife and children.
Yeah, absolutely. Just of all the ways he could have gone, I mean, I'll say this, at least it was on a high, you know. Of all the ways, it was on a high. Won the Premier League, just won the Nations League, just got married. I feel for his family though. They've got to deal with that now.
Yeah, sad.
Really, really sad. There's a lot to that, but
too much to unpack.
Yeah, there's a lot to unpack, but I think we will wrap up the stream for today. It's been a nice first DillonCOYS stream. If you go in the live section, you can see old streams from a while ago, back when we were Spurs Watch TV. Gosh, times have changed then.
Spurs Watch TV, was that your old one?
It's the same channel, but it's just I rebranded it. Obviously, there's no point in making a new channel, but yeah, he was going to the ferry. He wouldn't have gone to the ferry if he didn't get an injury as long. Yeah, he was told not to fly. He was going on a ferry back to the UK. He was with his brother. Really sad. Really, really sad. Not the way to go. Really, really shocking. But all condolences to the club and his family. Hope they will make peace with it.
Yeah.
As time goes on. Time heals wounds, no matter how tough they are. But yeah, anyways, thank you very much for watching the stream. I think we're gonna end it there.
Yeah, it's been fun. Thanks for inviting me along to give my opinions. Thanks to Crythax for joining, and Cooney for joining and interacting. It's been lovely having other people to chat to as well. You still there? You still there? I think the stream's ended, mate. Anyway, I don't know if I'm still on here or not. Lovely for everyone to join. Catch you later. Bye-bye. I don't know where he's gone. All right. Catch you later, man. Bye-bye.
And he's gone. My apologies. My browser decided to crash. I don't know why. But yeah, thank you to C-Dad who was in the stream. I literally don't know what happened then. I literally just pressed the button and then just crashed crashed the entire bloody thing. Anyways, thank you very much for watching. Take care. Thank you very much, Cryfax. Hope you were doing well. Thank you for joining the stream. Oh, there you are. You're back. Sorry, my browser just crashed.
Yeah, I saw.
Press the button. Whole thing just crashed. Oh, for God's sake.
I'm going to go now.
Yeah, you take care.
Later,
yeah, you too, man. See you later. Bye-bye. Yeah. Anyways, thank you very much for watching the stream. Take care. Please like, subscribe. Much appreciated. It helps me out a lot. And consider following the Twitter. I do plan on posting a bit more on there, especially a bit more behind the scenes and stuff like that. But yeah, thank you very much for watching. See you later. Bye-bye.